Hi guys, today I'm going to give you a tour of the Sunroom edition that we added onto our house. This is going to be part of a renovation series. This is the first video. I'm going in no particular order, but I'm going to give you a little walkthrough tour from building the sunroom to completion, just to kind of give you an idea of my thought process. So adding a sunroom was not part of our initial plan when we bought the house. It was under 1,000 square feet, so we opted to add on a spacious kitchen. But we have a beautiful backyard, and I really wanted a room that we would be able to enjoy the view from inside. I wanted it to feel like an indoor-outdoor space, so I used brick porcelain tile for its natural texture. Searching for the perfect tile took forever, but I'm very happy with the choice. During construction, I opted for skinny French doors as opposed to full size for a more old world feel. I love historic homes, so with this house I wanted to incorporate elements that you might see in older homes to add character, such as placing the floors in a herringbone pattern. Here's a view of the outside, which I'll share future videos of the exterior construction later on. So again, here are the beautiful floors. My husband and I did all the painting ourselves inside the house to save money. And those bricks were laid individually. Those were not sheets. Our tile guys did an amazing job on that. I really just truly love these floors and how those came out. So initially, from the kitchen, where the door is now, was supposed to be where the refrigerator was before we decided to add on the sunroom. Now is the opening to the sunroom. You could see we added a Dutch door. Again, it's an old world element that I just loved and thought it would add a little character to our house. So also I am a vintage reseller, so everything I used in the sunroom is either old, secondhand, vintage, antique. I wanted the room to be multifunctional, so there are a few different little groupings of furniture. The old wooden couch was a $25 Facebook Marketplace find. It was very heavy. We drove about an hour to go pick that up. It came with these like really ugly green covers. So I had bought slip covers in white. They were inexpensive, I believe. I found those on Amazon and recovered those myself. They just slip right on. So here you could see it in the back of the truck when we went to pick it up. Extremely heavy. It was really a beast to get into the house. It's not the most comfortable either, so I'm not sure if this is going to be a long-term piece of furniture, but everything in our house is always subject to change. So here you could see some of my decor. That little window that you see to the right on the interior wall, I did that on purpose to let extra light into the kitchen, and also because I felt like it was a quirky detail that you might see in older homes, not typically in newer builds. And I left that unpainted on this side, but here's a peek at the kitchen side. You could see I painted that, and I will do a future video on the kitchen renovation later on. So back in the sunroom, I left the walls white, and I did all white curtains to let the floors be the star in this room. The curtains I just kind of picked early on just to get something on the windows, but I may eventually change those out to something with more pattern to give it a little more interest. The couch is a great spot for reading and relaxing. We do enjoy sitting there. It's especially great on a rainy day. Then we have this little bistro set, and that consists of a cool old chess table, which is so beautiful, and it's great for playing games or just sitting there with a cup of coffee and a snack. And then on the back wall, I also included a small desk. Our house does not have a home office, so that really comes in handy. And the decor, you could see this primitive old shelf where I have my little collection of mini baskets. That's always subject to change too. It's always ever revolving here. All vintage resellers could probably relate to that. And overall, even though this room felt initially like a bonus room, it's really very functional and it gets used every day. We truly love and appreciate this room. I hope you enjoyed our little tour. For more info on anything you see here, links, just visit my blog, thehoneycombhome.com. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel. I will be sharing many more renovation videos of all the different rooms and the exterior. And if you love vintage home decor, you can visit my Etsy shop. I'll leave links underneath.